So today, on tap, we're doing the Pivot demo from South Main Cycles. I wanted to end up doing an e-bike, and they had a ton of different options to demo. And the last e-bike, roughly in my size, was an XL shuttle. A shuttle SL, I think. So we're gonna be giving that a whirl today. Super pumped, have never ridden an e-bike before. So we'll see how she flies. I have a feeling I'm probably not gonna wanna get on a standard pedal bike anymore, but weather's finally kicking right now. I've been going to airline a couple times. Everything's riding absolutely primo. I hit Rocky Branch once already, if you saw the riding clip from like a couple weeks ago. I think the larger line is finally open now too, so that should be firing today. But yeah, we're gonna go to South Main, and then I think we're riding the bikes to RBP on the road. So hopefully everybody has their helmet on. But yeah, it should be absolutely fire. You know the deal. We'll see how it turns out. Pumped up, psyched up, and we're gonna get a little cruise on down to the shop. This guy's trying to race me off the merge. Was he tying his shoe?
You go over and under again. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
What the heck was that? Dude's face was just touching his steering wheel, and now he's going 1,000,000 miles an hour. In the Mazda hatchback. There goes a Chrysler 300. Also flying. There goes the Nissan Murano flying. Guys, I'm not going the speed limit, I'll say that. And I'm getting flown past. Charlotte is just unhinged, bro. Every day is just a new debacle on the road. It's crazy. We got Nissan Muranos just going 105 on 85 right now. Woo! Alright guys, so I won't hold you too long here in the whip, but I'm gonna start this thing back up when we get to the shop, and I'm gonna holler at you, alright?
Is that what happens?
Alright guys, so here's the setup. Pivot Shuttle SL EEB. You know, I had to go with the flats every time. So it's got Fox 36s on there. I think it's like 130. They're Fox floats in the rear. I think it's like 150, 130 or so. So this thing's got 3 modes, I believe, and a boost mode. So you know we're gonna be rocking that. I think it's Dior XT drivetrain, at least I think, but it's funny, when I first rode it around to test the suspension and everything, the first thing I noticed was how similar this geometry felt to the nukeproof, which is actually super surprising. I mean, if you look at them bike for bike, they do actually have a similar style to them. But yeah, super similar, so that's fire. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing cooking up. I'm gonna slap the GoPro on. We're gonna ride over to Rocky Branch here. Hopefully I can find my way, because I've never rode there from here, but we're gonna send it and get some clips. Alright, so first mode, I believe white is standard. Green is eco. You get a little jolt there. I don't want to push it on the street here, but this is crazy. I feel like I'm not even doing anything. I don't want to milk all the juice early. You feel me? So hopefully I don't get lost here. I'm looking for Woodrow. Ooh, the string bean. Get a little green action here. There's blue, which I think he called river. Yeah, we're cruising now. It like takes all the energy right out of your legs. And then purple, I think was boost. Woo-wee! Feel like I'm on a Suron. Alright, now I know where I am. It's just down this road. Yeah, it's crazy how similar this thing feels to the nukeproof. Like everything about it feels so squared up. Like I feel like I don't have to get used to anything. Which is the opposite of what I was expecting. Pray for me at this intersection, please. This could be the end of it all. Oh, we made it. Bro, this is bananas. Sprinting on this thing is crazy. Take the back way in here. Ooh. Getting the front end up was also felt pretty similar. Oh, I should have hit that. Oh, I almost just went square into a flat rock. Yeah, dude, this thing is bananas. Holy crap. I was worried this would happen, man. Alright, let's see how she does on this climb in river. This is probably the steepest part. I barely just used any energy for that. Usually I'm in the highest gear possible to get up that. I did nothing. Phew. Alright, let's just do each one in order, I guess. Dude, this thing is so much similar geometrically. It's crazy. Wow. So now we're gonna put on the boost. Here's green. Like, that's all I feel like I even need, to be honest with you. Blue. Ew. Boost. Whoa! Holy. Yow! Wow, I just got up that in a flash. This is crazy. I haven't even changed my gear once for all of that terrain. All right, let's rip this middle here. Holy crap. Bro, I just hit the moon. Oh my gosh. I just hit the stratosphere. I don't think I pedaled either. And as far as I'm concerned, I think the only assist you get is when you're pedaling. Maybe the suspension in XL is just so absolutely dialed that I'm just riding everything primo. I mean, that felt like a dream, to be honest. I did ride that in Eco, but I didn't pedal. And I will say, that middle line, the lips compress crazy, just because the angle the wooden ramps are sitting at. Like, normally I get chewed up at the bottom of it where I zero out. I think Mills just did an insane job in the suspension. I felt none of that, which has never happened before on the nukeproof, so holy crud. I think the black is riding today too, or the double black rather. Might have to give that a little sender. Yep. Oh, they built that up a little bit. I just feel like I'm floating. This will be the real test. Oh my God. So not only am I not raising my seat to get better torque on my legs, but I have not changed my gear once. Oh, that got a little tough. But let's see what happens when I change the gear. Oh, that's way easier. Oh my gosh, way easier. Wow, this is incredible.
Who are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm incredible.
Somebody's going backwards on the trail. Tried to double to manual, but yeah, I don't think that guy has any clue what's happening. I was like, you know, there's a trail to get back up, right? And he was like, that's too much for me. And I was like, what? He was like, the trail just opened, I wanted to look at it. He was riding on the trail backwards. I was like, well, you need to look out then, buddy, because that's how people die. So, I mean, I half jumped off the drop-in when I noticed him literally riding on it backwards, and I had to stop.
Down the far left one, right? You only stick with the green one? What about the first one?
That would be cool to land. Gotta be careful on the far right side of that larger double because it's pretty sandy. I almost just went clean out. Let's put this thing in river mode. See if we can get flowing up here. Kind of surprised. The XL, I mean, it's a little bit larger feeling than my large nukeproof, but it's not crazy. The biggest difference is the dropper seat goes up. Like if I maxed it out, it'd be tough for me to get a clean pedal in, but other than that, it feels pretty standard.
Oh, they're right there today?
Yeah, I upload everything to YouTube. So like I'll do a trip to a trail or somewhere out west and I'll record it and upload it.
It used to be 7.5 miles, but they had some extra.
Parodise on YouTube. P-A-R-O-W.
It's like 10 miles.
D-I-S-E.
It's good though, I like it.
It's more so I just love watching them back because I think it's fun, but yeah.
So you go from like the car to the trail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
yeah, I drive the Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, never say last ride.
Nope. 20 more. 20 more.
Never say last run.
Yeah, not last run. You say,
Oh,
you say last run when you go.
Don't eat shit.
You say last run.
Wow. Run. That is insane. It's so smooth. I mean, you can't really even tell if it's heavier. I mean, maybe a tiny bit, but wow, it just feels so smooth. I don't want to lean back enough for that. Yeah, like I'm not even touching the boost mode at all. It definitely makes sessioning things easier. Oh, hello. Just looking at my GoPro. Like, if I had this bike, I would definitely be riding Canoga more than Rock Creek, probably. Thing is shrouding too. I have to hit the brakes before the last one. I just cooked the GoPro. Tabletops are not friendly for chest-mounted GoPros. I just got hit by a bug in the face so hard. Holy crap. I think it was a bumblebee.
That feels like crap when it's taking it out.
There we go. Yeah, this thing is so much fun. It makes sessioning stuff like this way easier. Alright, that's a wrap. Pivot demo, South Main Cycles, Rocky Branch Park. So I ended up demoing the Shuttle SL. It's an e-bike, carbon. It's got factory 36s on there. It's got, I think, like 130 travel. Fox floats. I think it's a Shimano XT drivetrain. Dior XT brakes. Yeah, I think it's all Shimano Dior stuff. So this one, it's got 3 modes. Let me see if you can even see this. So we've got turning it on. So you use this little lever here to turn it on and change the mode. So right now we're on, I believe white is nothing. Then you've got green, which is eco. Blue, which is river, he called it. And then purple, which I think is boost. So that's what you've got. I rode probably blue most of the day. You don't really need more than that. I mean, I will say it makes sessioning things way easier. Like, I barely even changed gears like more than 3 times. It just makes everything so much easier. And I wasn't expecting this, but the geometry on this top tube and frame is very similar to the nukeproof Mega. So when I rode it around the parking lot, like, it almost felt like everything was exactly the same. Like, I didn't feel like I had to get used to the bike at all. which was really cool. I don't know if it has to do with the geometry of the frame, because this is actually an XL. So I think it says it somewhere. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, right here. So this is an XL. I ride a nukeproof Mega in large, but the forks that I ride are 170. I think it's 170, 160. I don't even remember, to be honest with you, but I know they're larger than both of these. So I wonder if being a smaller frame and larger suspension kind of evens out with the larger bike, shorter travel. But I mean, this bike feels almost identical, which is crazy. I was super surprised by that. Even with it being an XL, like, I didn't think it was too much bike, but the pedal assist on this thing is crazy. Like, it makes you feel like you're not even exerting any energy, at least not nearly as much. Like, if I had this, I would definitely go to Canoga probably a lot more than Rock Creek, just because I love the trails, but it's so hard for me to pedal up the mountain every time. But absolutely killer day, killer bike. So definitely an amazing rig. I mean, this thing felt like a cloud all day long. I'd never sessioned the gravity terminal at RBP that much before, and I feel like I barely even rode, to be totally honest with you. But definitely a fire rig. So if you're thinking about getting an Ebe, I would definitely consider. I mean, it is on the pricier end of the spectrum, but I mean, what e-bike isn't expensive? So if you are considering it, I would definitely put this on your radar for sure. Give me another 10 years and I'll be on that. All jokes aside, this thing is a monster. Pivot Shuttle SL. That's a demo. Shout out Pivot, shout out South Main, shout out RBP Trails. Insane day. Love the ability to do these things out here local. It's not often you get to ride these things. So, had a blast. I'm gonna hit you guys in the next one, and I'm gonna holler at you. You heard? You woo!